But you say you got a picture. You got a picture. We say it's got 20 million megapixels that make up that picture. You got 20 million pixels in this picture here. And that gives you this beautiful image and everything. But there are so many pixels. These pixels are spaced so tightly together until I can take 1,000,000 of them out and you'll still have this picture. Same size, it'll still look the same, but 1,000,000 pixels of this picture are missing. But it still looks the same. It still processes the same, but 1,000,000 of the pixels are missing. And you can't tell unless you analyze it and see what its strength was in the beginning, see what the pixel strength was in the beginning versus what it is now. And then you know that it has been hidden. But to the eye, you can't tell. And this is what is happening with the days. A third part of the day is missing, like 1,000,000 pixels here. All of these are little teeny pixels, little teeny dots, little teeny dashes. And you take 20 million and you have this picture when you arrange them in a certain way. That's the digital photography. It's all the little dots arranged in a certain format on a particular grid. And aligned in a field that will place them to give you an image. And you can take some of those out and still have this image. And God has done the same thing with the days. He's taken a third of the day out. You still have the day. You still have the 24 hours. But a third of the light is missing. And that's why it seems short. Oh, yeah. Next question.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you. I'd like for you to bring my own. I understood you said iniquity is all of us. What about the ones that have been baptized and filled with the Holy Ghost? The Bible says after the Holy Ghost come upon you, you shall receive power.
Mm-hmm.
And over here in John, down here it says, he that commits sins of the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of God manifested, he started the work of the devil. And whosoever is born of God does not commit sin, his seed is in him and he cannot sin. Bring me out on that, please.
Okay, you're talking about two different things there. You're mixing the now, mixing the now with the future.
Okay.
What? He that is born of God cannot sin. Because when we are born of God, sin is finished. Sin is caused by iniquity. Without iniquity, there would have never been sin. We just read it. What it said, there was perfect in all of thy ways from the day that I created thee till iniquity was found in thee. Talking about Lucifer. Without iniquity, there would never been an inducement to sin. Okay? Now, the Bible tells us that at the sound of the seventh trump, when the seventh trump shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished. All right? Now that's what it says. It says the mystery of God shall be finished. Go read Revelation chapter 10 and 7. Somebody.
But in the day of the voice of the seventh angel.
The voice of the seventh angel. Now, the seventh angel is who? The seventh angel is who? God. The seventh angel is God. And Christ said, there's going to come a day when all that are in the grave shall hear my voice. So the seventh angel is God. So read it at the
when he shall begin to sound.
When the seventh angel shall begin to sound, the seventh angel, the voice of the seventh trumpet is the voice that will wake up the dead in Christ. All right? Now, when that voice shall begin to sound, it hasn't sounded yet. It hasn't sounded yet. But when it shall begin to sound, the mystery
of God should be finished.
The mystery of God should be finished. In other words, when the dead in Christ is raptured and they take on regeneration, the mystery of God should be finished. Paul spoke, he said, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. That should be finished at when the seventh trumpet shall begin to sound. It should be finished. But lo and behold, there's still something that hasn't been dealt with. There's something that hasn't been dealt with that has to be dealt with, because if we don't deal with this something, then we're going to be subject to this whole thing all over again. We're going to be subject to this thing all over again. So this something has to be dealt with. And what has to be dealt with, is that old thing called iniquity that started this stuff in the first place. Anybody go to the book of Nahum? Book of Nahum. You find the book of Nahum. We're going to get there. The book of Nahum. Okay. You got Nahum? Read the 8th and the 9th verse.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Nahum chapter 1, verse 8 and 9.
Uh-huh.
For with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time.
What?
Affliction.
What do you imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. This thing ain't going to happen no more. God said this will not happen the second time. All right? We're not going to go through humanity and God himself is not going to go through this the second time. This affliction is not going to happen the second time. So in order to ensure that it will not happen the second time, God has to deal with the source that started it in the first place. And that is iniquity. That is iniquity. God has